What's up, Cyberpunk fans? It's Ato Tarashi Neriku back with a Cyberpunk 2077 update. Now, I know I'm a little late on this one, so please forgive me, but I at least have to comment on this. The streamer and content creator Shroud says that he hopes Cyberpunk 2077 will be dead within a month. This comes to us from various news sites where the popular CSGO player states that single-player games just don't interest him like they used to. I personally speculate that this has something to do with the pressures of playing the latest and greatest games year over year, the most anticipated games, and he can get a little bit burnt out. These are known as the content creator struggles, for at least when it pertains to gaming. Keeping up to date on what's hot or what's in the now or what is relevant is what will generate views and essentially revenue for streamers. He's expected to join in with the rest of the industry as a whole when they experience a game like Cyberpunk 2077. He needs to experience it with his viewers at the same time. So I'm going to go out on a limb here and suggest that he's possibly a little bit out of his comfort zone, as single player games don't offer the same randomized content of multiplayer games. Additionally, Cyberpunk 2077 multiplayer is rumored to not be available until later in 2021. Maybe we can talk about that in a later video. Under the surface, what I believe really is going on here is that a lot of people will be playing Cyberpunk 2077 upon release, which means his streaming numbers, his viewers, will be down across the board. Perhaps Shroud isn't looking forward to a loss in revenue for his streams or for his views on his channel. Perhaps he's a little bit concerned about getting burned out playing a single player game. These are all relevant concerns to which I can kind of agree with, but at the same time, I don't believe Cyberpunk 2077 will be dead within a month. At least cut us some slack here. I think Cyberpunk 2077 has at least 2 years before people stop playing it as a whole. Because we know, either way, expected fans, just like myself, will be playing Cyberpunk in every single way possible after release. This does present an opportunity though for Shroud. If you're listening, which you're probably not because I'm such a small channel, maybe it's time for you to think outside of the box in terms of what people want to see and why they want to see it. It's not so simple to just fire up a multiplayer game, hop into a couple matches, and read off your chat or interact with your chat. You're going to have to offer a little bit more than that. Maybe some insight onto builds or choices that you made in the game and why you made them, to give people the opportunity to interact with you and want to see you play the game versus playing the game for themselves. Not to mention, there is a huge opportunity there for you with people who are at work or people who need to take a break from the game themselves. Maybe they want to see some content or see some choices that other people are making in game. Well, I think I said everything I could about it at this time. That's going to be it for this Cyberpunk update. Do you agree with Shroud? I know I do, at least in part, but for the most part, I know Cyberpunk 2077 will not be dead within a month. That is just way too short of a time span after we've been waiting for years, literal years, for this game to come out. Are you looking forward to the multiplayer? I know I am, and it has been announced that it will be a standalone game itself, like a separate game, very similar to how Warzone was with Call of Duty Modern Warfare. I am looking forward to that, as that means that there will be some mod support. We could talk about that later before I get too carried away. Let's talk about all of that in the chat, in the comments, or in my Discord, which is linked below. Also, if you haven't yet, don't forget to like and subscribe because you don't want to miss what I have coming up next.